Hi everyone, and welcome back to term 3. It's a big term for many students, lots of assignments and major projects, and it often sets us up for term 4 and the following year. So this morning I want to talk for a few minutes about this word procrastination. I don't know about you, but whenever I have an assignment, I'm still doing some study, and whenever I have an assignment, sometimes I really get distracted easily. And I think, I'd rather be doing anything else right now than this a study and assignment work that I have to do. And what it results in very often is wasted time, missed opportunities, poor performance, and increased stress. And so I have to get my head around how can I actually make a start on this without thinking, I'll go to the fridge and get something to eat, I'll spend a bit of time on TikTok or whatever else comes inside my head. There's two basic causes for procrastination. Procrastination in many ways is just like a bad habit, and like all bad habits, it can be changed. So if we know the causes, we can then address those. So the researchers suggest that there's two primary causes for the reasons that we procrastinate. First one is this. It's sometimes called crooked thinking or incorrect thinking or unhealthy thinking. And these things result in delays in us making a start on our assignment work or projects or whatever it might be. First one is this. Perfectionism. We have a mindset sometimes we think, I've got to get everything 100% correct, and sometimes that can prevent us from finishing or starting, and it's an incorrect thinking. Another one is this, inadequacy. We think, I won't even try because I won't get it right, or I won't do as well as what the teachers are expecting. Here's another one, discomfort. I just don't want to do it because I don't like the challenge. The second aspect to reasons why we procrastinate is behavioural. So it's simply this. Sometimes getting started is the hardest thing to do. There's a great little example from physics around the word inertia. And so a mass at rest stays at rest. And so unless we actually start moving, we can't gain any momentum. So a simple thought is to actually just make a start on our assignment. It's often the hardest thing to do. And to try and recognise all of those distractions and put them out of the way. So here's some remedies to procrastinating. Beware of our mood. Sometimes we think, I'll just wait till I'm in the right mood, or I'll get myself into the right mood and I'll make a start. Just remember that sometimes we may never quite get into the mood that we want. Ignore our mood, and otherwise we'll never get started. Second thought is this, cultivate some curiosity. We might actually be surprised what we begin to study and find some new things that we enjoy. Here's a very simple one, start early. I know it sounds like easy for us to say, but sometimes if we're reading the question, if we're thinking about it, if we're reflecting on it, if we're doing some reading and research, and if we just do a little and do it often, we really start to feel good about it. Deadlines are actually good. Research shows that when we don't have a deadline or we don't set ourselves a goal is almost setting ourselves up for failure. So the deadlines could sometimes make us panic a little bit and think, I've got to get this done. So set a deadline. Don't catastrophize. So don't say things like, I'm no good at this, I can't do that. These are negative predictions. They are not facts. Some people suggest, here's another one. Some people suggest to start with the easy parts of the assessment. Some suggest to start with the hard parts. Here's my suggestion. Start with whatever works. I personally like to start with the easier bits, and that helps me to gain momentum and to gather my thoughts and join the dots and so forth. If it's a big one, break it up into manageable chunks. Use prompts to make a start. I'll give you a quick example just as I finish the last couple of points. I was given this book recently by a friend of mine. You can see the title there, Jerusalem. And it's not something that I would normally pick up and read. You can see it's quite a big book. And so what I did is thought, I do have to make a start on this. And so what I do is I'd leave it out in prominent places and think, right, I've got to make a start, until finally, not after too much time, I've picked it up and I've started to read it and I thought, wow, this is actually really interesting. I'm looking forward to getting into that book. So use prompts to make a start. If it really is dry and difficult, just switch things up. Do some of the assignment for a little while, then focus on something else, and just break it up and switch backwards and forwards. And that can be during the day or over a few days or whatever else. And finally, reward yourself when you've completed the task. because you deserve to be rewarded. Don't minimise the effort and achievement that you've put in because it is hard work. And try and put some joy into the journey and some delight into the duty. So there's some tips this morning on how to break some of the distractions around procrastination and to get into what's set before us. So I hope that helps. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to yourself and be kind to one another. God bless you.